What's going on, B-Risers? I hope you're all doing fabulous. We're gonna do a just short Q&A today, and I'm gonna be rolling out with a bunch of videos today, so we're just gonna be banging them out there for you guys because you guys have lots of questions and they're really good questions. So we're just gonna fly right into it, and I got some lemon tea here. So that's what I start with first thing in the morning. I really love lemon water. It's just really good for cleaning out the kidneys and hydrating your body. So I have a question about soy. So I'm never going to say who is asking the questions unless you guys want me to, but I'm just going to basically summarize some of these questions, just because I do, a lot of times you guys give me a lot of history about what you've been eating, what you've been doing, and then so I'm just gonna summarize some of these just to shorten the video a little bit if that's what you guys prefer. But basically the first question here was they were told that soy was healthy, and they didn't realize how bad soy is. And yeah, you'll see there's just so much misinformation out there, especially about nutrition, and a lot of times you'll find that in the vegan world there's a lot of emphasis on soy for the protein, but we don't actually want to go with soy, and we can really look at the pros and cons of every food out there. But with soy, it's not a food that's designed for the Homo sapien. And in fact, with the phytoestrogens found in soy, it's really disrupting our endocrine system. So our hormones are becoming imbalanced. So if you already have high estrogen, you don't want to be consuming soy. And I'm working with so many women that had no idea about this, and they had so we're going to get into this too, painful menstrual cramps. And it wasn't until I went through all these different types of foods that I've realized how harmful soy is. The soy protein bars, there's soy lecithin in so many different products out there. So if you guys are buying any canned food, anything in a box, I always try to eat whole foods, of course. But if you're buying anything in a can, in a box, just make sure you read the ingredients and make sure that there's minimal ingredients as possible. And the first thing they list on the ingredients, that's gonna be the most in that food. So oftentimes they'll add in these preservatives to keep the food lasting longer on the shelves. So you'll find lots of preservatives and even some. Yeah, there's just so many chemicals in the foods, so make sure you read all the ingredients. So important. So yeah, soy I wouldn't say is a health food, and I would say to eliminate soy. And I know I'm not the most popular in the vegan world for saying that, but in terms of healing, that's not in my healing regime at all. So I take soy out for sure. Now the next question I have is about ovarian cysts. They're not seeing any real progress with eliminating ovarian cysts, and they prefer not to eat fruits. So my question is why do you prefer not to eat fruit? Right? Because fruits are the most easiest to digest for the human body. And for me, eliminate ovarian cysts, I had to go up to the fruit level. And if you're wanting to really take out those cysts, now keep in mind, it's going to be harder if those cysts have been in you for a long period of time. Because what happens is this mucus buildup that's in the body, it can harden. So when it becomes hard, it's going to be a bit more challenging for you to break those hardened masses open and be filtered right through the kidneys to be eliminated. Not saying like it can't be done, but it's just going to take a it's just going to be a bit more challenging. And so for someone that's not wanting to go to the fruit level, the reason why they're not seeing any progress, in my experience, you've got to go up to the fruit level, and you got to kick it up a notch and really start digging in the body. Now, for that, you want to go with the big boys, the big girls, and that's going to be your lemons, right? Lemons are astringent, and they're high in vitamin C. They're very, very good cleansers for the body. Now, I like to have squeeze a bunch of lemons, make some lemonade. Now, if your teeth are sensitive, have a straw with that. But really, we want to get up to the more watery fruits. So that's going to be your lemons, your grapes, your citrus, ripe, of course, oranges, grapefruit, watermelon, honeydew melon, cantaloupe. Those are going to be the most hydrating, the most, aggressive, although they're gentle, but they're going to get lymph moving, and they're going to get in these areas and start hydrating, start cleaning. So you really want to move up to that fruit level. And I'm going to ask you why you prefer not to eat fruits. Some people, well, we'll talk about that in another video about the healing crisis, detox symptoms, and why some people think that's the fruit causing their symptoms. So I've worked through this myself in detoxing, and it's not an easy road by all means, but it's really fun because you start learning more about the physical body. And for me, I've always been interested in the physical body. In university, I took anatomy and physiology, have a really good understanding about the lymph nodes, and I've also taken chemistry. So I was really into the sciences. And that was really, now putting those two together has helped me immensely in terms of, helping people, because we need to realize that food is chemistry. And when we're not seeing any elimination, when we're not seeing any movement, anything happening, then we need to bump it up a bit. Now that's where also herbs are going to come in handy, because they're tissue specific. So ovarian cysts, and the next question is painful cramps. But we really want to look into lemon balm, right? Getting in some herbs for the kidneys and the adrenal glands, because we have these two kidneys, right? One on each side to filter out waste and toxins. And so what often happens is we become so backed up, and then our kidneys are backed up. So that's why a lot of people can get also back pain. There's so many issues that really connect with the kidneys. So we want to make it easy on the kidneys, and the fruits and the herbs are going to be the easiest on the kidneys. They're going to start breaking up mucus. They're going to start cleansing the lymphatic system, start opening up our channels of elimination, such as our bowels, right? The skin, our airways. We may start sneezing, getting out this mucus, pulling out this mucus from the lymphatic system. So as soon as we start bringing in the herbs and the more stringent fruits, we're going to see a lot more action, because they're more hydrating, they're watery fruits. So they're going to really get in the body and start hydrating these areas. So that's what I would say is, if you're not seeing any improvement, any action taking place, then you just have to get more aggressive. You have to dig in there with the bigger girls. And that's, like I said, the lemon, the citrus, and then your melons. Now, you can take breaks. You don't have to go, a lot of people out there are just taking detox and they're just flying right into it. But you can break every once in a while. You don't have to go too crazy unless you have, a very serious condition. So that's my take, is you got to bump it up a bit. You got to get right in there, and that's where you want to start bringing in some more lemon juice, drinking lemon water in the morning, and then bringing in some dark grapes, some berries, right? We want to bring in some flavonoids, some electricity. That's going to get the bowels moving. Melons, especially watermelon, honeydew melon, cantaloupe, really good for moving the bowels and hydrating the body and breaking up this mucus, these hardened masses. We really want to get in there and start cleansing out these areas. It's like your house, right? We want to get in the areas that haven't been cleaned in a while. So your physical body, looking at it as a house, so to speak, we want to take some time out to cleanse the body. It doesn't have to be for life, but we really want to get in there and take some time to cleanse it if we haven't even cleansed it at all. And so many of us just, you know, through the years, we've just consumed. It's good to take some time out to cleanse the body, and that's where these more stringent fruits are going to get in there and cleanse. And we need that chemistry. We need that chemistry to get lymph moving. Now, the next one is painful cramps. So any sort of pain means inflammation. There's just too much inflammation in the body. So something that you have been eating, a lot of times I'm seeing a lot of people bringing in just too many nuts, right? Too much protein is acidic, and that's where pain can come in. So we want to look at really what are you eating and really start keeping it simple if you're finding that you're having painful cramps, especially before your monthly period. The week before, I would say, if you can, go 100% raw. You know, if you're having painful menstrual cramps, at least do 100% raw the week before, or at least have some steamed soups in the evening and do raw all day. And then, sorry guys, the video shut off there. So I think I left it off with having some soups at night and then doing raw the week before. But for painful cramps, we want to bring down inflammation. And the monthly cycle is a cleansing cycle. So it's getting ready to house a baby. So it wants that uterus and that reproductive area clean. So what I typically do is I try to be raw throughout the day, lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, juices. And then if I have any discomfort on the day of, I will do lighter fruits. I'll even fast for that day and just strictly stick with lighter fruits and herbal tea, the heal all tea. Really just soothing the physical body, and even coconut water, just drinking coconut water and doing some lighter fruits on that day. But really eliminating the dairy and the soy. Those hormonal foods can cause hormonal imbalances in the body. So we want to take those out, and you guys should see improvements with that. But I'm dealing with a lot of you guys who didn't realize about soy. So yeah, take out the soy and try to bring in more raw foods throughout your day, and any way that you can get them in, whether you want to do some juicing, smoothies, eating fruits whole, that's going to be very, very soothing, bring down inflammation for you. So we're going to just cap it off there, and I'm going to roll out some more videos for you guys. So thanks so much for watching, and as always, be your beautiful, authentic self. Be getting in some nature today. Try to get out and get some fresh oxygen running through your body. And when you do that, we'll all be right.